Hello guys, welcome back. So in this video we are going to connect our Flutter application with Firebase. So for that purpose, open up your browser and simply search for Firebase. This one which says firebase.google.com, or you can simply, if you see this one which is Firebase console, you can click on that. You can come here to this page directly by typing this console.firebase.google.com. Make sure that you are logged in to your Google account. I will simply click on add product and I will write my project name. So I will give it name as dating app. Then click continue. And if shows, then select default account for Firebase, create project. Now click on continue. It will redirect you here. Now if you want to check out your Firebase project, then you have to go back to the console.firebase.google.com, and here is your dating app Firebase project. Click on that and it will redirect us to this screen. So anyways, what we can do now is first of all click on authentication, get started, then click on this email password and enable this and click save. Then we are going to use the Firestore database. Click on that Firestore database, click on create database, and then click on start in production mode. Okay, click on this one, start in production mode, click next, click enable. So Firestore database is created. Now click on rules and make sure to change this false to true, which simply means that we wanted the read and write feature. That is, we can save and retrieve information from our Firestore database. So that's why you have to set it to true, and then click on publish. And then finally we have the storage to which we will save our files, our images files. So click on get started and then start in production mode, click next and click done. So our Firebase storage is created. Click rules. Now similarly for the storage, we want that we can upload and retrieve our images files. So we have to allow the read write true. Okay, read write if true. Click publish. Once you do that, the next thing is click on this gear icon, project settings. Now here it is supported email. Okay, in front of it, click here and select your email. Then the next thing is click on this Android icon, and here you have to provide your application ID. So go back to your project here inside the Android app build.gradle. Now here if you scroll, first of all you will see this inside this default config. As you can see, we have application ID. So you have to just copy this application ID from here, copy it and go back to the browser and simply paste that application ID in here. Then click on register app. So this is the second step. Now before completing the second step, one thing you have to do is come back here to your project, and inside the build.gradle, inside the default config, you will see minimum SDK version. So the minimum SDK version must be 19 or greater than 19 in order to use the Firebase services. So yeah, that's it. Now come back to the browser. Now we have to download Google services.json file. So it has been downloaded. So let's go to the download folder. This is our Google services.json file. Now this file you can simply cut it from here, and you have to add it inside Android app, that is inside the app folder. So right click on app folder, click paste and click OK. So it is now inside the app folder, our Google services.json file. So now the next thing is come back to the browser, click next, and inside our project build.gradle we have to add the project level build.gradle, we have to add this. So how we can add it? Go back, and this is our app build.gradle. Okay, for now we will close this. So when you open this Android, in here we have this build.gradle, which is basically project base build.gradle. In here we have to add the class path. First write this class path and then add single quotes, just like this. And now if you come back to your browser, then you have to copy this, which is this thing. Okay, just copy this whole by clicking here, and then come back to the project. And for now I'm going to just paste it here. Of course we will now remove that one. What we need from here is this. We have to add it inside this single quotes like this. Okay, and then colon. After this colon we have to add this version number, just like this. And now you can remove this one. So you have to add it like this. So this is inside our project build.gradle. You have to add class path like this alongside with this version number. And then next thing is, the second step is to add this to our project app build.gradle. So inside the app build.gradle we have to add this. So come back to the project and app build.gradle. So at the bottom, after the dependencies, you can write apply plugin, and that plugin, which is this one, com.google.gms Google services. Copy this whole and come back here and just paste that here. And from this we need this. Okay, com Google GMS Google services. Cut this from here, add single quotes, and inside the single quotes you can paste that, and just remove this ID now. So make sure to add this apply plugin com.google.gms.google services, and that's it. Now come back to the browser, click next, and then continue to console. So we have connected our Firebase to our project, to our Flutter project. Now the next thing is, in order to use the authentication, the Firestore database and the storage, and also the push notification services using Firebase Cloud messaging, which we will implement, we have to add dependencies for that. So that dependencies we can add inside our pubspec.yaml after the Cupertino icons, that is here. So one by one we will add that. So go to the pub.dev site. First one we will use Firebase core. In order to use Firebase we have to add this dependency Firebase core. So let's just keep adding this quickly. The next one is Firebase auth. And then Cloud Firestore, and then the storage, and then for using the push notifications that we will implement later in this course, that is Firebase messaging, Firebase cloud messaging it is. So click installing, and let's copy these dependencies and simply add that here, just like this. And as you know that we have to remove the version number, so whenever the new version is available it will automatically get that. Okay, so once you add this, click on pubget in order to install this in our project so that we can use it. So it has been added successfully. Then come back to the lib.mentor. If you see this as a suggestion, click get dependencies and then click ignore. Now we have to initialize Firebase inside our main. So what we can do here, we can simply say wait Firebase dot initialize app dot then, and we will put our controller here, get dot put authentication controller. So now let's just install the app on our phone, and if the app runs successfully on the phone, that means we are connected successfully to the Firebase. And here we get this error which says could not find Google GMS Google services this version. Okay, the reason for this is if you go to the Android build.gradle, where we have added this class path, okay, alongside with this version number, they say the problem is here, and the problem is that after this GMS it is not dot, it is colon. You have to replace it with colon, like this, com.google.gms colon, okay, colon, and then Google services colon, then that version number, just like this. Okay, you have to change it like that, and then come back to the app build.gradle, and inside the app build.gradle, this one is correct, it will be like this, and minimum SDK version will be 19, and also you have to enable the multi-text enabled. Just type this multi-text enabled, D is capital and E is capital, and you have to set this to true. That's it. Now we are ready to test our application. So the app is running now, which simply means that we are connected successfully to our Firebase. From the next video, we will allow the user to sign up. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.